to you with no examples or anything?
I
Like, if you don't think that my
such a weak point.
I don't think it's, listen, it's true he offered no examples, although I wouldn't say it's impossible that he didn't feel that way, man. Probably did feel that way.
I mean, it's from a first party. Why do we need examples if he says he didn't feel good about their relationship?
I mean, it would be helpful to be like, for example, one time this happened. He said this to me and whatever.
Yeah.
my intention was to help you, then what was my intention? Why did I do it?
Did I play it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
The relationship, like they're on his Dream server, and if he's not friends with Dream or if he's being disrespectful, he's not gonna get to be on that server. He's not gonna get to do content. Like as a kid, you're gonna want to glaze up the owner of the server to stay on there.
The potential's there. I mean, the age gap too.
Yeah, I think it's like very believable that it's a weird dynamic to have your main source of content be tied to being friends with this one dude, and you're gonna glaze him up whatever happens.
Right?
Yeah.
Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me.
That egotistical sentiment is exactly what
That is
you're
kind of
accused
crazy.
of.
Did I miss
Just
that?
wouldn't have happened.
Why did I do all of that?
The Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me.
That's a little nuts.
He clipped him a little bit here, because if I
did.
recall in the original video, he's saying the context of what he's saying is that the success of all of his videos on this role-playing server was because of the group that were all playing on the server together. Like, he's basically saying like they were all part of the come up with him, which I think is objectively true. Like people
If that's
watched
his
it
statement, that's fine.
Right.
He's saying because of me.
That when we
a little
watched his video, that was the sense.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying that.
I think it
but
gets.
he got chimped.
I think it gets cut off a little bit right there.
Okay, all right.
That egotistical sentiment is exactly what you're accusing me of. I think that the Dream SMP would have not been what it was without any of the creators that were on it. Everyone, including you, made it what it was. And I said that on stream the other day.
I think
I'm
that's
not just
essentially
selling
was
USB.
what Tommy's sentiment was there. What Dream just repeated.
He said he agrees. But Dream's framing it like Tommy was like, I am the reason that you're successful, me alone.
Right.
And Dream's like, you're all part of the story, which I think was Tommy's point. But I'm not sure. And I'm not going to look back either.
Yeah, no looking back.
Be baby
Poor
photos
dad.
or lazily designed merchandise, alright? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy,
Going after, first of all, I agree Dream's merch is dumb, but like going after that is really petty. And I don't know. We made fun of that Dream drive.
He's about to address the drive.
you say that like it's a slight on me when my entire merch brand was built by my family in my hometown. Like, the reason there was ever a USB flash drive sold that had pictures of me on it was because it was my mom's idea.
You gotta
you
put a
gotta-
leash on your mom. Then.
You gotta veto your mom on that
Yeah,
one.
you know what I mean. Like we love moms. We listen to moms. We filter moms. Moms can't have unfettered access to the world.
Yeah.
We have to.
That does explain it a little bit, though. Like that. Like, we were so baffled by that when he did it, but hearing that it was his mom's idea. Like,
I don't
could
know if
hear,
that's a-
You're right that he should have vetoed the idea.
Yeah.
But I could see Donna suggesting something.
Sure.
You know
But
what I
that's-
mean?
Like I thought about that. I was like, yeah, if my mom suggested something like that, it'd be like, obviously, let's think of something else, right? Like, there would be no.
Yeah, it'd be an obvious
It wouldn't go
choice.
very much further than her
Yeah.
just saying the idea.
Right.
Someone in chat said that Dream is like David Dobrik with a vlog squad, and I feel like that's a very good like tie-in.
Yeah.
It's like you want to be nice to David Dobrik, so you stay in the vlogs. You want to be nice to Dream, so you stay in the server. It's the same vibe.
Yeah, I can see that analogy working.
And Tommy knows that.
The package too. A dream hoodie, but with me on.
All the designers are local people working with my local family business. And this also let me make sure that all of my fans
I mean, Dream, he's not wrong. That was stupid to make fun of him for that.
had a good merch experience.
That is real.
Dream's just taking like the dubs he can get here. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Well, this actually pays my entire city's salary.
Yeah, it's like kind of.
You know.
Pretty cool.
I didn't make the most money that way, but I'm happy that I did it. Tommy
Wow,
went with a
so
merch company
selfless.
that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible. Unfortunately,
Do we? Do we know where that his clothes came from? Jesus, man. That's a little low blow, too. Like, why are you conjuring the image of child workers?
Absolutely.
Child
Outrageously
laborers.
over the top, out of nowhere. Yeah.
Unless you know something I don't.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Unless-
I mean, it's not like this doesn't happen. So I think he's just saying that, like, I did it, made in America, you know, locally produced. I started a business in my small town, and you outsourced it to some merch company that got it from, you know, Vietnam or whatever. You know.
Dream is saying he employed his friends. Maybe Tommy employed his friends.
Maybe
Because he
he's
was
just
16 at the time.
maybe Tommy is just friends with
All
a
my
lot
friends
of
in
starving
India,
children from
China.
South Asia. Yeah,
I'm big
it's
over
possible.
Well, he is British, you know.
Right, yeah, it's all part of the former
Right,
empire.
right.
The jewel in the crown.
I mean, I don't know. Did Dream get a package of Tommy Innit merch with like a note saying help us
Help.
or something? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Yeah.
That company also scammed a bunch of his viewers, and multiple of his creator friends got scammed and literally never.
Oh, so maybe he does know. I remember this happening. There was a merch company that like totally ripped everybody off.
Revolt,
Yeah, it
Revolt
was-
Enterprises, it looks like, is on this invoice.
Car
Yeah.
rental.
It was exposed by CoffeeZilla. I
Oh, right,
believe.
he's about to mention that. That's right.
$1,000 per day car rental for a Ferrari? What the fuck? Oh, that was the owner was doing shit like that on the company bill.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Holy shit. For 20 days too? Wait, no, it was 14 days.
$200.
Oh, that's insurance is 200 a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying
Never
to
got
see
paid.
if part of that scandal was that they were using sweatshop labor or something. Because then I might take it back. Although the images were probably still a little uncalled for, but but if that's like legally verified information that they use sweatshops.
Then it is certainly a fair. I mean, if you're going to criticize someone else's merch and you're like known to be a part of this,
Right.
You
Right.
know.
So okay, maybe he had a little bit of a point there.
And the company went bankrupt.
The biggest creators in the world are at the center of a scam, and I don't.
ooh, wait, he added that. Hold on, dude. That looks like he added that. Wait, that was a little sleazy,
Wait, you
bro.
think Dream?
Yeah, look how
added-
shitty it is
Got
compared
paid, and the
to Coffee's.
company went bankrupt.
Hold on.
The biggest creators in the world are at the center of a scam, and
Oh, you're
I
so
don't-
right.
That's kind of shady, bro.
Oh, good catch.
Can you find this
I'm pulling it
moment?
up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a little shady, brother. You know?
Yeah, I'm scrubbing through it.
If I should talk about it.
Some have been defrauded, others are associated, and most are plain embarrassed.
This is actually true and was investigated by CoffeeZilla. Unfortunately, after the false allegation
I don't know what he did, his part in it. He probably sounds like he got scammed. You know?
that Tommy perpetuated, my family merch company did struggle. So if you'd like to support it,
I doubt it, but okay. Dream.shop, everybody. Grab yourself a zip drive with pictures of him filleting himself.
No, I hope not. God, I hope not.
Oh, thank you, Ian. That was fast. It's at the very start. Okay, great.
Oh, it's at the very start.
Husky Raid.
Oh, Mr. Beast.
Dude, that's lame. That's stupid, bro.
Wow.
Like, I understand the point he's trying to make, but I don't think it's right how... I think most people watching that without thinking about it probably just thought that's what it was.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so.
Dream.shop.
But the difference between me and you, I put effort, my absolute best, into all these new things. I'm going to talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing.
Tommy essentially belittles what I do, saying that what
I mean, he's right. It's kind of a stupid point. I didn't like that
he
point.
does with his podcast and book are
Was
somehow...
that me? What was that?
Writing.
Tommy essentially belittles what I do, saying that what he does with his podcast and book are somehow more valuable
It had to be a glitch because it's what you're wearing right now.
Okay. I was like, the fuck?
or important than the videos that I make, which I think is just a little sad. I'm happy making videos with my friends. That's what I've always done. And I'm a coder, and I code cool new Minecraft mods and make everything
Yeah.
for my channels by myself.
He's a what now?
I edit.
He's a what now?
He's a coder.
Oh.
A coder?
Yeah, he codes. He codes.
You were in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
he, like, makes-
I'd have find it. You were in the bathroom.
my own videos. I'm sure Tommy can knock out
Do you think he said pedo? Something like that?
No.
I could find that if you did.
videos pretty quick because at one point he had a literal editor sweatshop where his editors made
All right, let me read what he's saying.
Another sweatshop?
Even with subtitles and
literal.
shit? I don't know. Yeah, fully subtitled and edited vid for 50. You got this, bro. What? I don't think I've ever been paid more than 50 for a vid yet. Yet? Who you work for? I'm gonna make sure to avoid him. He's acting like he's doing him a fat fucking favor, paying him $50 to edit a video. But this was in 21. Yeah, $50 wasn't. He's big. I wouldn't call it a sweatshop.
Yeah, how old was he back then?
Well, it was
So who's
4 years
who?
ago. That's
He's
crazy.
20 now, so he's 16.
He would have been 16, yeah.
Yeah.
He might not have been making any money at the time.
It doesn't excuse it, but
He
yeah.
may have been listen, if he's like a new YouTuber who doesn't have a huge income, I think it's probably fine. If they have some understanding.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
if he's a small YouTuber and he pays people like that, I mean, yeah, okay. But
I'm checking his social blade. This would be 2020.
Less than
It says 21.
No, 21.
January of 21. Innit?
In it?
Oh, it ain't it.
yeah, he was
21.
16 too. I mean, come on.
the minimum wage, and we're also getting fans to edit the videos for free.
Yeah, I mentioned thinking about doing that, like getting Tommy Stans to do like rough cuts for him or something. Who's saying that though? It doesn't sound like it's him. So I just outsourced some fans to help me out, and they were happy enough to help without any questions. I mean, that's a little shady. I don't know who wrote it though.
Yeah, none of these are really much context to go
Free for
off
them.
of.
But to each their own. Everyone has a different style of YouTube. I don't get the high and mighty. Like, it's not just in this video. Like, recently Tommy's been emboldened that he is the savior of YouTube or something.
So I was walking down the street and I thought to myself, oh man, this internet ain't so well.
But then Tommy says something.
Wow.
It really is unfortunate. He's so cringe, Tommy.
I want to watch more of his stand-up. Is
I want to watch
it
whatever
available?
the fuck that was.
You can find that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tommy.
I don't even know what. Just listen to this.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You are like a proper movie villain.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna reveal to you this harassment. The proper movie villain harassing of Tommy's mom that I did. Before I show you, just picture in your mind the harassment. Here it comes.
All right, I'm actually going to read this. So the backstory is
That's a lot, dude.
he knows many people are not going to read this.
Well, also just the way he presented that, he was like very much downplaying.
It was going to be like
Yeah.
one sentence.
Yeah, but it is a fucking essay, bro.
I don't think I've ever sent a text that long in my life.
That's a lot to send someone's mom.
Yeah, why'd you-
That's crazy,
Why do you
bro.
send that to your mom, dude?
So apparently his mom was dissing Dream in comment section, and then Dream, who for some fucking reason has her phone number, texted her, or maybe this is Twitter DMs.
oh, yeah, I think it was just on Twitter.
Okay, so let me read this. Just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you and don't want you to be attacked at all. I will express that I do agree with some of the people replying because Tommy knew what would happen and knew what had happened with my family as well. As he has critiqued me strongly for my tweet. The resolution is fucking crazy bad. As he has critiqued me strongly for my tweets that caused doxing or harassment. I'm sure that's not true, just because people are insane the way they use that. Saying you know it's gonna cause.
I'm pulling it up to help you out here.
You know I'm
on
gonna
my screen.
cause dodging, so why do it? Damn, I don't know. Even though I always reply that it's not my silly reply, that's the problem. It's the person dodging or whatever.
Doxing or whatever.
Oh, doxing or whatever.
Like you said about his video, that's never what his opinion has been. His video is outwardly dishonest as he knows far more about the situation and he takes a side with his skit, which he knew would cause a ton of issues. I also don't agree that it was an ableist portrayal, and I don't agree that he wants my family to be harassed or doxxed. I will reiterate, though, that it has already and will cause more problems and harassment for my friends and family, and obviously myself, and that I have had people reach out already from my friends and family expressing how dishonest his video was and how many issues it's going to cause with no pluses. I know it's comedy. I know he can hide behind it being a skit. The intentions feel very cruel and dishonest from my personal perspective, and the perspective of those that know all the details, including everything Tommy said, of the Q situation. Dude, this is the Q situation now.
Does he think he's gonna flip his mom or something?
I don't know.
Telling your mom. I'm gonna tell your mom.
I don't know if it counts as harassment if this is the only message you sent, but it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
To be messaging people's moms.
He goes on a little bit longer, and then at the just my personal thoughts. That's all. So he supposedly that's all he sent to her. Which I guess
if it's
that
one
doesn't
message,
sound like harassing necessarily.
No.
Yeah.
It's
but
intense,
also.
though. But again, I don't know Tommy's mom. Maybe she's super involved. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess.
To be fair,
Yeah, we're about to see. He shows his mom was like beefing with Stans
Yeah.
on Twitter. Which
if
That's
the mom
mom
is
shit.
out there like doing shit publicly,
Yeah.
sending a private message, I feel like is trying to calm
More
the
respectful.
It's like
Okay,
you're trying
yeah.
to calm the situation down. If
That's true.
anything, to be very fair.
It sounds like it was turning into a thing where it's like Tommy's mom.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like she was being harassed, but I don't know necessarily. It's probably because she was in the comments section doing battle for her boy.
Before we move on too far, it seems like all the editors responded defending Tommy. All the ones that Dream mentioned.
Okay, well that's definitely
maybe
Not
they
gonna
were
help Dream.
brainwashed in the sweatshop.
true. Yeah.
The
they didn't know
editor's
they were
sweatshop.
victims yet.
Yeah, give them 4 years.
Give them 4
The
more
comic.
years. Net. Here's some of the tweets defending Tommy from the sweatshop accusations. Number one, I like how Dream is using one of my messages of proof that Tommy isn't paying editors when in reality, I wasn't even talking about Tommy at all. I was talking about how I'd get help from the corpse community to timestamp good parts in an old Among Us video. Okay, whatever. So yeah,
So basically, out of context.
seems
Yeah.
like out of context maybe.
This one message is the only contact that I have ever had with Tommy's mom.
You harassed my mum. Proper movie villain.
This message starts with, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you, and I don't want you to be attacked at all.
That is the first line of a very long fucking message. That says a lot more than that. But again, I wouldn't characterize it harassing, but it was pretty ridiculous thing to send a mom.
You harassed my mum.
And the context to this is that Tommy's mom was arguing with Dream.
Ooh, put her on blast. Let's see what his mom said. She's kind of a public figure the way she's doing this, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like she's involved.
It has 50K views. So.
A similarly heightened portrayal was made of several other characters in the vid. To suggest Dream was singled out due to inclusion needs is not a valid argument. I am a teacher and writer on disability, inclusion issues, and neurodivergence, so I'm acutely aware of such issues. I do not understand that. However, the character is not portrayed that way because of a disability. He is not singled out. Have you seen that Logan skit, the Andrew Tate one? All the characters are caricatures. I have no idea what she's talking about, although it doesn't sound that inflammatory at all either. She's just explaining something. She didn't call anyone like an idiot. Okay, I don't know.
Fans on Twitter about Tommy making fun of my stutter in a video. Some of my fans were upset, and she was replying to them. I sent her this singular message on Twitter, letting her know that I didn't agree with my fans that Tommy's portrayal of my stutter was ableist, but also letting her know that I didn't like the rest of the video because it was causing additional harassment for me that I was already getting because this was at the peak of the allegations. And Tommy, of course, didn't show any evidence for any of this stuff because it makes it look ridiculous if he did. Like, he literally says that I'm a cartoon villain for this DM.
You are like a proper movie villain.
Like, this is the Dream SMP Chapter 2, and I've
Yeah,
escaped.
he's exaggerating for sure.
Yeah.
In this part.
But it's also not
But again,
that
it's
big
not
of a
a
deal.
total because you did send her a fucking like super ridiculous, intense message.
Yeah, I'm like arguing with myself in my
Yeah,
head,
me
and
too.
I'm ending up where like it doesn't. None of this shit doesn't matter really.
Yeah, it's all. None of it's really having an impact on me either way. It's all
Yeah.
kind of just like you fucking butt. I'm so butthurt that you did this, and it's like, well, you care because it happened. And it's really close to you, but I don't think like outside of your head, it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
The prison. Like, the way he words that, you would think I spammed his mom's phone for weeks with slurs and threats. And Tommy keeps bringing up the fact that he was 16 and 17. I mean, I was 20 and 21. I didn't treat you like a kid. I treated you like you were my friend and a colleague. We had occasional disagreements, but that's because I did treat you like an equal. But you'd think, based on what you're saying, that you were 12 and that I was some evil overlord, not a content creator helping you out with advice.
Everything else about my channel, you can thank Dream for.